Ever wondered what granted rights are and why they hold such importance in our lives? Well, let's break it down. In its simplest form, granted rights refer to the rights or privileges that have been officially given, authorized, or conferred to individuals or entities by a governing authority. It's like a golden ticket, a validation of sorts that allows us to perform certain actions or enjoy certain benefits. These rights can come in many forms, including legal, constitutional, or contractual entitlements, and they can vary widely. For instance, the right to free speech is a constitutional right, while the right to time off work is often a contractual right. Then there are entitlements, benefits, or privileges that we are entitled to, such as Social Security benefits or government-subsidized healthcare. Understanding the concept of granted rights helps us appreciate the freedoms and entitlements we often take for granted. Now, let's dive into a real-life case study to better understand granted rights. Imagine for a moment the concept of entitlements. These are essentially benefits or privileges that individuals or groups are entitled to receive. They are a type of granted right, conferred by a governing authority, often based on certain defined criteria. For instance, let's take Social Security benefits. In many countries, once citizens reach a certain age, they become eligible to receive these benefits. This is not something they need to negotiate or fight for. It's a right that is granted to them by the government based on the simple criterion of age. Similarly, consider unemployment benefits. If a person loses their job, under specific conditions, they may be eligible to receive financial support from the government until they find new employment. Again, this is a right that is granted, not something they need to earn or negotiate for. Then there's government-subsidized healthcare. In some countries, citizens are entitled to receive healthcare services at reduced costs, or even free of charge, courtesy of government subsidies. This is yet another example of a granted right, given based on the criterion of citizenship. In each of these cases, the entitlements, Social Security, unemployment benefits, and subsidized healthcare are all examples of granted rights. They are conferred by a governing authority based on certain criteria, and they are rights that individuals or groups are entitled to exercise. But why does this matter? Well, understanding that these are granted rights helps us appreciate the role of governing authorities in providing these benefits. It also underscores the importance of meeting the defined criteria to be eligible for these entitlements. So entitlements are not just benefits or privileges, they are rights, granted by an authority that we are entitled to exercise based on specific criteria. As we can see, entitlements are a clear example of granted rights, demonstrating how these rights impact our everyday lives. So why is it crucial to understand granted rights? Well, the answer is threefold. Firstly, granted rights are our shield. They protect our freedoms. They safeguard our ability to express ourselves, to assemble peacefully, and to practice our beliefs without fear of repression. Secondly, granted rights ensure our entitlements. They make certain that we receive the benefits and privileges due us, whether it be Social Security benefits, healthcare, or the right to work. These rights provide us a safety net, enabling us to live with dignity and security. Lastly, granted rights contribute to a fair and equitable society. They aim to level the playing field, so to speak, ensuring that all citizens, regardless of their background or circumstances, are treated fairly and justly. By understanding granted rights, we can better appreciate our privileges and advocate for our rights when necessary. So let's continue to learn, understand, and stand up for our granted rights. In summary, granted rights are more than just legal jargon. They are the rights conferred upon individuals or entities by a governing authority, taking on many forms such as legal, constitutional, or contractual entitlements. We've explored the concept of entitlements as a category of granted rights, discussing examples like Social Security, unemployment benefits, and government-subsidized healthcare. These are provided by some governments to their eligible citizens based on certain criteria like age, employment status, or income level. The understanding of these rights is crucial. It helps individuals to navigate the complexities of the law and to access the benefits to which they are entitled. Remember, recognizing and understanding our granted rights is the first step towards ensuring a just and equitable society. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope this video has provided a clear understanding of granted rights. and their significance.